Your life only 120. No big deal.
There it is.
Yeah, you see something?
Yeah.
There it is. All right.
Add to timeline. You'd think, like, since we've done this so many times, I'd be way faster.
You would think. I already shared it. How am I more technology?
Tech savvy?
How am I? Yeah, I was gonna be. How am I more technology than you right now? Right?
You want to address your thing.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Love Without Borders, the show that sometimes is on Wednesdays at 8:30, sometimes it's not on at all, and then sometimes it's at 9:20.
It's like your homie's relationship.
It is like your homie's relationship. This is a relationship.
1 week
show.
they're on, 1 week they're off. Figure it out, bro. Are you with her or you're not, dude?
So yes, this is very symbolic of a real relationship. Look, we got static right now. We don't even know what the hell's going on. Oh, we think we got Gina coming on. We should have Gina coming on.
Yes, you do. I'm here.
Gina is here, and I gotta go to the left.
Yeah.
You got him
Like
over
that.
there. You go. There you
How
go.
you doing, Gina?
I'm good. I am on the road. I am in New Hampshire.
Oh shoot.
So I'm chilling in my hotel room. I am a little bit. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm a little. I have an upset stomach, aka I can't stop pooping. So I've momentarily paused my pooping for this.
I appreciate that. And so does your. I'm sure that so does your butt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot
Sometimes
of
it
appreciation.
needs a break.
A lot of appreciation for not pooping for a little bit.
We're just saying, welcome to Love Without Borders, the show that sometimes is Wednesdays at 8:30, sometimes it's at 9:30, and sometimes we miss a Wednesday.
You never know.
It's like a real relationship,
Yeah, it is.
you know? And so to those of you who keep tuning in, we appreciate it because we know that you're in for the long haul, and keep tuning in so I know it's real.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, Jason? What up, everybody that's watching? Please do keep tuning in because we do love talking to you guys and getting some suggestions and topics and stuff from you. So,
Lance
Please
says,
do.
hey. Lancey,
Hey girls, hey.
Lancey Pants, how are you?
hey,
Congratulations.
Lance. Hey.
You are going to be a daddy.
I know. That's crazy.
And
Congrats, bro.
congratulations on your reveal.
Yeah. Neil Armstrong.
Lads, I don't know if you heard the last podcast with me and Hooter.
Okay.
We kind of shit on you a little bit and on your reveal, but you know it was out of love, bro.
I won't go into the bathroom.
How is your pooping?
Gina, just go for it.
I'm just going to bring you guys
Let's
in
run.
here.
Mario Cruz, absolutely, you are a loyal listener. Welcome back and keep coming back. It's like AA, keep coming back. It works if you work it.
Fantastic.
Hey, so, Gino, how you, other than your pooping,
Other than that, yes.
For real?
what happened?
She's about to blow it up.
No, I'm not about to blow it up. I needed a fourth.
Wouldn't that be awesome if she took us with her?
I thought she did.
I took you in the bathroom, but I'm not gonna poop right now.
That's so awesome if you
She's
would.
just getting ready.
I know. I'm
You're
just
just setting things up.
as soon as we sign off, I'm
Oh my goodness,
Into-
Gina, dude, you are going through some tough times,
bruh.
dude.
Ginger tea, Tina.
I'll
Ginger
find
tea.
some. That's so funny. Yeah.
I know.
Yes, for
Every time
everybody
somebody's
watching,
got,
I am in the bathroom, but I'm not gonna poop, so don't worry about it.
I'm just sitting here in the bathroom, looking like I'm gonna poop, but I'm not gonna poop.
At least according to
I'll
you.
put you guys on mute, but I'm not gonna poop.
Yeah.
I heard Matt Lauer used to make people
You
watch
see
him
me
poop.
like go off camera, like.
Yeah, Matt Lauer used to just drop his pants and poop. He said, everybody's got to watch me poop or else I'll fire you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That thing is a hot mess. That whole situation.
With Matt?
Yeah, it's a whole, it just kind of snowballed into what's...
He had a button under his desk to lock the door.
Yeah. What kind of Lex Luthor evil crap have you created in your rapey universe where you have like a trap door for hoes where I'm just going to press a button?
But I guarantee you that at some point he thought it was a good idea, and he even told people, hey, bro, check out the button I got under the desk. It fucking locks the door. And they said, shut the fuck up. How much did that cost? Like, at some point, I think it was like in his head, he rationalized it to be a great thing.
He probably thought it would just cut to the chase quicker. Like, there's no questions now. It's like, oh, no, this is happening.
Well, now that there's a locked door, I mean, what do you do, right?
Scream?
That shit was probably soundproof, too.
Oh.
He had another button for soundproof.
Take out your phone.
Yo.
Here's my phone. My phone just passed out.
Yeah, and he scrambled the reception on your phone.
Yeah, just so we couldn't talk about this. Matt Lauer is the root of all evil. That's clearly what.
How do you not talk about it though? It's all over our face. It's all over our social media. I think it's all everybody's talking about. And if this is a show about relationships and dating and love and what love is perceived as, then how do we ignore it and pretend it's not going on every single day of our lives?
We can't ignore it. And the thing that I just saw this too. Somebody posted about it being karma for the whole thing between him and his former co-host. I think it was it Ann Curry, who used to host. And he apparently was so mean to her, and their chemistry was like so bad. They hated each other. And it's rumored that he's the one, like the reason she got fired from their show.
Well, there was pictures of her with toasting with champagne, like old pictures and stuff, and it was like her today. But
yeah. Not that you should ever celebrate anybody's pain, but
no, you should. But you know that Twitter and the internet and the memes are, dude, they were on it right away. And they are unforgiving. They don't give a shit. They will talk shit while
the guy is like, apparently the guy's like a huge scumbag. So it's like, as much as you should not celebrate somebody's pain, it's also like you kind of deserve to be kicked in your giblets.
The internet doesn't stop for nobody.
It doesn't stop for nobody. They said that he used to grab his coworker's ass, his co-host's ass, who was while on the air.
Yeah. As if that's like just cool. Like, hey, this is cool. I can do this. Like I'm king around here. I can just get away with this.
So I was on the set on the morning news in Dallas one time, and it was who the heck is Nowitzki?
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki's birthday, and he was on the morning show. And for him to come out onto the set, we made a tunnel for him, and everybody's supposed to high five him. So when he passed by me, I spanked him really hard on his butt. But it was live TV, so he kind of jerked, but he kept going, right? And to me, I thought that shit was funny. I thought, oh, dude, that shit was so funny. Because I guess basketball players smack themselves in the butt. But then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, I was on like a few hours sleep, but for me to think that was 100% okay, now in retrospect, I'm like, holy shit, that was straight harassing this dude.
He could hit you with
hard.
He could hit you with
hard
Me Too.
What's that?
He could hit you with that Me Too.
Oh, he could hit me with it hard. Well, he couldn't. Well, now he can because I freaking confessed to it. But he didn't know who did it, and it's not like he could turn around and say, hey, who slapped me in the ass?
No.
It was live TV, and they had just introduced him. They had a big-ass birthday cake for him.
Yeah.
And then like an asshole, I took a picture with him after the fact.
I will say this, and I've had this conversation both with my husband and with other comedians, in terms of, like, being a man in today's, like, legit, like, men are evil society. Like, I feel for y'all because you can't do anything. You have to be so... My girlfriend was on a date, and a guy asked permission to put his hand on her leg because he was like, I want to make sure that this is okay with you before
Dude,
anything
that's
happens.
why. They said, I was listening to a morning show in the morning here in LA, Gina, and it came up about, you know, what do you do to protect yourself? You know, and they were saying basically, if you have, what's the freaking thing that Alexa?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Alexa is constantly on and recording your voice and everything that's going on. So if you have an Alexa, then you make sure that you keep talking during the whole session or the whole date, because if push comes to shove, you can go back to Alexa.
Yo, every
and
dude's
play
gonna
it
show
back.
up to a date with Alexa now. Every dude is gonna bring Alexa to Red Lobster. Every dude's gonna bring Alexa everywhere and be like,
You need a witness.
Yep.
You need a witness. And I mean, listen, I think that we dug our own grave. We've been, look, Gina, let's be honest about the whole freaking thing. There is no sex education in the United States.
No.
None. Other than abstinence, reproduction, and you're going to get a disease. But nobody sits down adolescents that are about to be sexually
and teaches
active.
them how to deal with the changes their bodies are going through, teaches them to understand their attraction to the opposite, or in today's world, the same sex. So nobody explains attraction to them. Nobody explains the responsibility that comes with attraction. Nobody explains any of that.
And nobody breaks down sex and consent either.
Here's a
nobody really.
We got a comment
from
Tina. That's interesting. She said, I'm not defending anyone, but damn, sometimes it's fun hanging out and getting harassed. My friends and I will harass jokingly, and you can't do that anymore. And that's from Tina. Tina, I know what you're saying. It's kind of a shame that men can't be aggressive anymore. They can't, you can't be aggressive in today's world, because if you are, you're villainized. But if
you're rapey.
Yeah. You really.
But again, nobody was ever taught. We really got sent out there to figure out dating like cave people, which we shouldn't be, because now we have tools to communicate. But we got sent out there as cave people. Men who are testosterone driven are going to take advantage of an estrogen filled woman. You know, they are the guys that are going to be more aggressive. The more testosterone that you have, the more aggressive you're going to tend to be.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen when you just let those people out there to figure it out for themselves? Of course, these dudes are going to take advantage of a situation. It's shitty. It's shitty that we need to start having real conversations with young men and women, because like I said, we're fucking cave people.
Yeah.
Both men and women. We are fucking, there's assholes on both sides of the spectrum here, and we need to start having real sex education with these teenagers.
Well, also back to the dirt thing. Is that harassment? Like, you were totally kidding.
I was.
There's been.
But like I said, no.
I've lost count how many times dudes have smacked my ass. But
absolutely.
Not once have I thought, like, oh shit, this dude.
Like, I should. Yeah.
No, I've had my balls grabbed. I have my ass smacked. Yeah. I've been harassed like crazy too. But I've never considered it that.
Yeah.
But it's different when it comes from a position of power and somebody who can threaten your life,
threaten your job, threaten your career, threaten your future, and people don't realize, even if that is not a threat that's made at the time, even if somebody doesn't say, I could ruin your career, just the knowledge that this person is higher up on the food chain than you puts you in a predicament where you're like,
absolutely,
if I am rude or mean, or if I throat punch this person, then I may suffer a greater consequence than if I just allow this to happen and live with the loss of dignity or hatred of this moment. You know, for a lot of people that go through it, it was a choice of dignity over career or dignity over future. And, you know, people always think just get over it.
Just like Tina said, though, you know, she wishes like she could still get harassed and things like that was still going on, that sometimes she likes it. But that's the thing. Like me as a dude, I can say that I was doing it with fun with the people that were doing it with me. But because of where we're at, that is something that completely has to stop, because it's it's some people, if not everybody is cool with it, then you can't just do it and expect that they will be.
Yeah.
Just because you're cool with it.
I think another thing is like, because so many people have grabbed my ass, dude, and balls and stuff, but I think I've never had the fear.
How come you never told me? I told you no. Nobody's supposed to touch you down there.
But I never had the fear of like it not being an option for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you could say, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
And you do.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's the difference.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can say, if you can freely say that, and for a lot of people, I mean, and there have been women and men, I'm sure, that have gone through this, that did make that, choice to be like, forget this, I'm not dealing with this situation, throat punch or whatever, and got themselves out of that situation. But the majority of people are thinking, what's the better option here? Ruining my future and my career, or dealing with this at a later date with thousands of dollars of therapy and several messed up relationships because of what I've been through. So you make that choice. And I'm not saying that there are very strong people that will walk away from a situation like that and be like, I don't care, I'll make my own way, which is fine. But we shouldn't penalize the people who didn't have that kind of confidence. We should understand that that's not how everybody is. But we have an interesting comment from Carlos. He says, I'm in an industry that is 99% men. And back in the day, you could joke with each other openly and laugh. Now we're warned about harassment and have to sit through harassment classes and told we can't joke anymore.
Wow.
That's tough, man. If it gets you through your day at work, but the minute you do it and somebody's there that's not cool with it, then it just becomes something different entirely.
And also, does this get rid of fucking mom jokes?
No.
Like all the friends that gangbang my mom? Like,
oh, shit.
Dude, those jokes were hilarious. And now they're gone? They have to leave now?
I'm cool with people not having gangbang your mom jokes.
Dude, like, the funniest jokes about my mom.
Oh, this situation, Gilbert just wrote to us that this happened to him. He said, that happened to me in an office of all women, just me, back in Cali when I first got out of the Navy. A woman lifted her skirt in front of me at my desk, chased me around, grabbing his huevos apparently, and his butt, and he just had to let it go.
Yeah, just let them know that he was engaged.
Oh, let them know that he was engaged. I couldn't see the rest of it. I mean, it happened.
Gilbert, what's the problem, bro?
You are so ridiculous, Hooter. Can you just please? It's still harassment. You freaking just play like Tetris on your phone. I freaking can't with him. I can't. Just because, whatever. Play Brick Breaker or Tetris or whatever. I can't say no.
If a chick
it's like, why am I naming all people games?
What am I supposed to do? What do you do? I mean,
hi, monkey.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, I definitely don't want us to dwell. I know everybody's been talking about this topic a lot, but it is something that the more and more it comes up, the more you have to realize that it's something that's been happening for a long time. It's something that will probably on the low continue to happen because it's a power play. It's not about attraction. It's not about anything else except power. This person has the power and they can use it over other people. And a lot of times it's people that were never, lady killers or like super attractive people. It's the second they're put in power. It's like, I have this power now and now people are afraid to say no to me. So, I mean, if you were like a trolley dude your whole life and then you have this power and people can't say no, of course, you're going to lean towards I'm going to sort of enforce this without saying anything. So
we have an economy. We have an economy based on dudes getting chicks. Like, buy this car, you'll get laid.
Yeah.
Drive Rogan, you'll have hair, you'll get laid. Get muscles, you'll get laid. Pay for this, if you get this, you'll get this. If you drink this beer, all these hot chicks will swoon over you. If you do this, you'll get this. And you're right. The dudes that never got got any in high school, and they worked super hard and studied their asses off, and they're like, one day I'll show you, and then all of a sudden they get into a position where it's like they can do this, and it's holy shit, man.
Here's
To threaten
an
somebody and
interesting-
say, I will cut off your livelihood.
Here's an interesting question from Stacy.
I'm sorry?
Does this change how you do your comedy? Stacy is asking, does this change how we do our comedy? Yes and no, I think, to a certain extent. You're aware of the world's sensitivity, but as a comic, it's sort of our job to hold a mirror up to society and make them look at their flaws and make them look at their faults and make them see the ridiculous side of this. And we almost have a duty not to change our comedy, not to fold.
For sure.
That doesn't mean be insensitive to the victims or to the issues. It means do your job as a comic. This is the thing that's happening in the world today. So if you talk about it from your perspective, from your point of view. And
There are some comics who won't touch on it, who won't, because it's something that is super sensitive. So they don't want to do that. There's some comics who will, not, they'll just make a sarcastic statement about it. I think different comics will approach it in different ways.
Yeah.
It all depends on the comics. There's some guys like, there's some shock comics who will go out there and double down on shit. I just did a show with Yoshi about a week ago, and man, he goes, you got all these women marching. That means they're going to lose weight and they'll all be hot.
I know.
But Yoshi is Yoshi. He wouldn't be Yoshi if he didn't say that shit.
Carlos is saying, can anyone define comedy?
So can anyone define comedy? Comedy is different for everybody.
Yeah.
I whatever is comedy to you qualifies as comedy.
Yeah.
I hear people all the time say, well, I don't think that's funny. Well, that's fine, but there's a shit ton of other people who absolutely do.
You might not like it, but somebody else did, or I might not be your cup of tea, but the person after me you might like, or maybe you like the person before me. I feel like
I don't like lamb, but shit, Greeks swear they tear it up all the time.
Who recently harassed people getting fired? Ooh, good question. Tina says, why is it that those in the entertainment business who have recently harassed people are getting fired, yet people in politics who have been doing it are not? Well, here's my take on that. Most of the politicians have enough money, clout, and connections to make sure that they're not affected by this. Let's just be real about the situation. When an entertainer falls from grace, it's scandalous news and it's on the cover of every paper imaginable because it's sensationalized and people want to read it. When a politician falls from grace, they cover it up as fast as they can.
And I think that with politics right now, there is so much misinformation coming at us from so many angles that people have gotten to the point where, is this really true?
Yeah.
They really have bought this fake news. You've got people questioning whether the fucking earth is round or not. No, seriously. And there's people legit saying, I don't know anymore. That is how ridiculous it's gotten with politics. And so I think that, I don't know that it's because they're above it, but I don't know that the people are actually believing it because we've been told everything's fake and you've been lied to and everything's fake, everything's fake, everything's fake. And it's almost like a sort of like a programming of brainwashing where even if you don't buy into it immediately, you do start asking yourself, could this be?
Yeah. True, I agree.
We are bombarded with ridiculous misinformation and misdirection, and we're looking at 100 different places in this day and age. You've got news on Twitter, you've got news on cable, you've got news on Facebook, you've got news on every single place. You've got blogs, you've got independent this, you've got and everybody, you go on Instagram, there's accounts that are giving you information.
Yeah.
You're reading stuff. at some point it just becomes such an overload that you don't even, and you could read 10 different stories on the same thing.
Yeah.
It's scary, actually.
It is incredibly scary, but Anthony actually brought up a good point. He said, politicians are more protected because of laws too. Like they're definitely make sure, and I feel like all politicians, they definitely do like a beast mode background check and make sure that they're all in the clear as far as anything goes. That is hilarious. Stop laughing, because I know what you're laughing at, Hooter. Because I know you're reading the comments, and I know you're laughing.
I think
that everyone.
I'll tell you what. You know what's crazy, Gina? Our listeners are such a range of different ways of thinking, because this dude writes, Carlos Pesina says, politicians can make you disappear. It's like, whoa!
They can. He's right, though. He is right, though.
It's like, shit, I saw House of Cards.
Right?
Remember that journalist? They threw her freaking, and if you haven't seen it by now,
Shoot, you could say I saw House of Cards. Remember Kevin Spacey? It made him disappear.
Yeah, nice. But no, that journalist chick, they threw her in front of the freaking train. The other journalist, they freaking framed him and they made him look like a lunatic and locked him up under the jail.
I feel like I have to put a cold towel on my head because I think I'm getting a fever. So give me a second.
I thought you were pulling that chick move when they turn on the water to blow it up.
I can't even front like I don't do that, but that's not what I'm Okay.
Melissa.
Melissa, you always make the show interesting. Thank you.
Yeah,
Read that.
I'm
Read
either
that
eating.
Melissa. That's a good one.
Let's see it. Reality, women and men harass each other. People nowadays take it too far. I was fired because people said I harassed them. When my coworkers joked around, silent that, dude. Jesus. God. I was joking back. They played the victim. It was two guys who told HR I harassed them. Yet we all would do group text. I saved my text from 6 months prior from the harassment was filed on me. I sent the HR the group text. They harassed me too. They started it. They started it, and I had proof.
Don't mess with a woman. We always got screenshots. Always.
Then take to the level of harassment. At the end of the day, people need to know the difference of serious harassment. Okay, so what's the deal? Were you harassing?
If you were,
Melissa,
good for you,
why don't you
boo,
slip
if you were.
into our DMs and harass us?
Yeah,
You
we'll
are so
grade your
ridiculous.
harassing.
We'll grade your harassing.
nobody slide into anybody's DMs.
We're consenting it.
We want to just see what kind of
This
level
is-
of harassment.
This is research purposes
Oh my
only.
Yeah, sure.
This is,
Sure.
should Melissa have gotten fired or not?
Yeah, we'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, send those texts and those pictures, Melissa.
y'all are ridiculous.
Oh my God.
There was one thing that
Shanga.
I did want to bring up.
Shanga.
Oh, Melissa, you have a big butt, dude?
That's a
Is that
compliment.
harassment?
Why is that harassment?
I'm just reading.
I have-
Yeah, that's
well,
a
it depends on
compliment.
how
That's
it's
not
said.
harassment.
You're welcome.
I'm like,
I love these.
my poop.
I love these listeners. This is awesome.
Gina, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was amazing. I spent it my first Thanksgiving as a married person. Well,
Did you guys cook up a turkey?
Did you go to the in-laws?
yeah, he went. He hung out with the Puerto Ricans in Maryland with my family. So we had a great Thanksgiving. It was awesome. It was short-lived because unfortunately I'm all over the place lately. So I wish I could have stayed a little bit longer, but I was glad I got to see them.
Hey, was there a discussion of should we go to your family or my family?
Yes and no, because his family lives in Indiana, so it was just more convenient for both of us. It's like my parents are a 3-hour drive away versus a 10-hour drive.
Did he go to his parents last year?
Not for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. He did.
Okay.
Do you get along with his mom?
I do. I love her. She's amazing.
Does she love you?
Oh, that's hilarious. Hold on. Tina said, "Did your husband stuff your turkey?"
That's harassment.
I don't feel safe, Tina. I feel very threatened by what you just said. So I'm gonna write a letter to Martine and Hooter and let them know how I feel. And also to answer your question, you damn right.
A quick shout out to Dan Smith, who tunes in from Australia.
Yeah,
every
what
chance
up,
he
Dan?
gets. What up, Dan?
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh, this is.
Oh man.
Dude, Melissa,
Melissa got the comebacks though. She got them clapbacks.
Freaking Lance Patrick said, "I'm actually from all those places." Lance, dude, you are the high school quarterback for every single football team in the continental United States. You were the most valuable player in every single high school, bro.
Good Lord. Melissa said they filed harassment on me on what I said. It made them feel uncomfortable. Whatever, tell them to grow up.
Because you told them that they suck dick?
I mean that's a pretty big leap from you have a big butt. I mean, what do you think about it?
Melissa,
It's a bit of a leap, but
You have a nice butt. You suck dick.
Yeah, Melissa's that type of person who can't fucking joke around. They just,
She'll accelerate.
and she fucking hits the real
Pedal
hit,
to the
dude.
metal.
she hits right to the core. There was another situation I want to talk to you guys about. So, names have been changed to protect the people involved. A friend of mine is dating a new guy, and she really likes him. She's nuts about him. And they went out with some friends to this bar that had a hot bartender. So she swore that the guy she was with was like checking out the bartender on the low. But his actions, he was like all over her, telling my friend that she was beautiful, like basically ignoring the bartender and telling her that she was beautiful and paying attention to her. So her question to me was, should I just let it go that he is like sneaking looks, or at least I think he's sneaking looks? And here's what I told her, and I'll get y'all opinion on it in a second. What I told her was, he is doing in that situation exactly what he knows he should be doing. He realizes that there is an attractive woman in the room, but that does not matter because he is with you. And he's not disrespecting you in any way by noticing an attractive person.
Thank you.
By noticing somebody who is attractive, it's not disrespectful. It's disrespectful if he's making comments, flirting, looking her up and down, and being inappropriate. But if the guy notices a woman is attractive and is still showering you with attention, he's letting you know, regardless of this other person's attractiveness, I am here with you.
Listen, I gotta say, if I'm out on a date, I don't care if we've been dating for a long time or if it's the first date.
Yeah.
If somebody in front of us is fucking beautiful, I don't give a shit if it's a dude or a chick. I'm gonna be like, how do you not even comment on that? You know, if the person is that hot, you address how hot they are, even to the person that you're with. They see how hot they are. Mm-hmm. Clearly, it's not like anybody's secret. So just to try to sneak a look, I already have a problem with. Just be blunt about what's in front of you.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything away from our date or from me. I don't even know this person. I have no idea what their personality's like, what their conversation's like, none of that. But I do know that they're attractive, and I'd be crazy if I said, what attractive person? I think that makes you more of an asshole, you know, than acknowledging the elephant in the room. And it doesn't take anything away from the date that you're on, I feel.
What did she want to confront him about? Like, what was she going to say?
Like, that's kind of the thing. I don't know what she would have said that wouldn't have seemed out of line or crazy. Like, hey, I saw your eyes in that direction, and now I'm upset. Like, what did he...
Is she a crazy chick?
Yeah, you just can't, like... In that situation, it's more about... And I've been this chick, so I get it. It's more about your own insecurities and how you feel about yourself, and that you're looking at the situation like she is more attractive and therefore better than me. And so you look at it like that, and any little attention he might give her, God forbid he goes to pay the bill and smiles accidentally, you're going to be like, oh, that's it. He's cheating on me. Like,
why'd you give her that extra tip?
I saw you sneak that extra $2 in there. What, you think I wasn't looking? Or you trying to get throat punched? Or you tried it today?
Now, is your friend a crazy person?
I mean,
Yeah, that's a yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say yes or no.
What's her Snapchat?
You know what? No.
Wait, well, also, how long have they been dating?
Not long, honestly. And that's
Are they official?
I mean, he wants to be official. I think they both want to be official, but they're taking their time because I think they're both just getting out of something. Like, I know my girlfriend is, but I don't know if he is.
So now, the whole time, though, he was being extra with the chick who he was on a date with.
Yeah. So it's like.
So then what's the problem?
Exactly. What's the problem? Because I feel like, let's just put it like this. If it was a dude like Hooter, who's mad disrespectful all the time, I would understand her getting upset.
But, okay, like, what's disrespectful?
Bruh, you would have probably told the bartender slide into your DMs. Like, the second you slide into my DMs.
While your chick was in the bathroom.
It's so dumb. Exactly. While his date was
Hooter
texting.
Moreno.
You mad disrespectful, Hooter, all the time.
That is so funny though. Hey, Nadia Sinanovic says greetings from Denmark. So hello,
Hey.
Denmark.
Hello, Denmark. Hi.
That's awesome. Denmark, dude. That's awesome. Look, we got Denmark, we got Australia. This is not just, even though we're not here every Wednesday on time, we're still international. So thank you.
And Melissa, you dang right. Hooter would be the type to tell a girl she's pretty while in front of his own girl. Be like, are you mad pretty? You that type of dude, Hooter. It's all on your face. It's on your face.
I don't think I would. Like, I think, you know, so you give a little ojitos, big deal.
Ojitos.
Oh, he goes.
Oh, Lord.
Them to act right.
Oh, shit.
I feel like everybody gives ojitos, dude. What's wrong with ojitos?
You give that little like lost in love look, like.
Look, Hooter, the first problem
lost
is
in love look.
you have
That's sarcastic.
the first problem with Hooter is that he has like really pervert looking eyebrows. Like, you got eyebrows that scream dirty thoughts.
Give me the creeper look.
Yo, you got Matt Lauer eyebrows, is all I'm saying. Your eyebrows
I've
are
never heard
on
that
another
before.
level.
That's hilarious, but I've never heard that.
Oh shoot! Now we got Santo Domingo on the house as well. What's up, Santo Domingo? I'm catching some of these.
Hey.
If I don't catch them, and yeah, we already gave you your shout out, Dan. What up? What up? Dude, this is awesome, man. We appreciate everybody that's here right now. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom.
We got a lot of people commenting now.
Yeah, right.
And it's not even about my poop situation. Y'all don't even care about my health. I'm over here melting.
Hey, listen, we love you. Let's do some closing thoughts so you can go handle some business.
Closing thoughts. Yes, guys, in today's world, you have to be extra careful, especially if you are a high profile dude. Don't be stupid. Be smart about your position of power, because now it's being used against you. So, welcome to the world of karma. If you were a creepy dude and it comes back to bite you in the butt, oh well, you better be prepared for the repercussions of your actions, even if they hit you years down the line. And to all the girls that get intimidated by more attractive women out there, and all the guys who may or may not get intimidated by more attractive men when they're out with their girl, stop worrying. Unless that person's being obviously disrespectful, get out of your own head and get out of your own way. Enjoy being with the person you're with, and enjoy yourself for how beautiful you are on the inside and out. You're welcome, kids.
That's beautiful.
That was beautiful.
That was Lefevre laced. I have to poop wisdom. So you're welcome.
I gotta say ditto to every single thing that Gina just said. Again, to all the dudes out there, fucking no means no. Respect it. Just know it. Before you do anything, just ask. Even if it's shit you're not gonna do, throw it out there.
Yeah.
Hey, are you down for blah 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 blah? Make it extreme. And if somebody's down for all that shit, you're probably kind of good.
Yeah.
You know. If somebody says, "Oh hell no," then say, "You know what? There might be some red flags here. I don't want to fuck around here." You know, make sure that there's 100% agreement that yes, this is cool. I don't care how freaky you want to get. Just let them know. But don't drug people and then freaking make them do shit they typically not do while sober. Make sure that what they're agreeing to, let them agree to that shit during a sober text. You know, if they say yes during a sober text, then you know, chances are if they're agreeable sober, they're definitely going to be agreeable fucking loaded. You don't even have to get them loaded at that point. You enjoy it more. So with that said, fucking be good to each other, love each other, and let's let no mean no for fucking once and for all. And ladies, if you do want it, don't say no and make the guy fucking chase around at being a fucking creeper. Like freaking just be real about who the hell you want to be with. Yeah. What?
A wild goose chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Love you guys.
Nice.
Does Hooter have anything to add?
One. Melissa, hit us up.
I know.
With your harassment text. 2.
No, Melissa, just stay out of the DMs, Melissa. Shout out to Gilbert. Much love back to you, Gilbert, and everybody that watched.
2.
Everybody stay out of Hooter's DMs.
Hold on, Gina. Jesus. I know you have to blow it up now. I'm cutting me off, dude. Nobody ever says one, says it, and then he's done talking.
I don't want to get it.
2. Look, Gina, if any chicks out there that need to blow it up, and you're like on your first date or whatever, don't turn the water on, dude. You know what you're doing. That shit makes it even worse. Just blow it up, dude.
We're the drought. Don't be wasting water because you don't want to hear us, because you don't want us to hear you.
Just blow it up. It's okay. Everybody blows it up. Don't be turning on the water.
Because I ain't going to be that courteous. You're going to hear my thunder with no rain.
That's it. 3. Yeah, no means no. And chicks, dudes, don't be fucking jealous because the bartender's hot, dude. But that's what bartenders are. All bartenders are hot. They need to be hot. So it's okay.
Wow.
That's enough.
That was brilliantly put. That was well stated. Well done, Hooter.
Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Gina, thank you so much. You are in Oxnard this weekend.
I am in Oxnard, California. So if we have any California peeps that feel like making a trip out to Oxnard, I am there December 1st through the 3rd. So come through.
Levity Live.
And that's it. Levity Live in Oxnard.
Beautiful. Catch myself and Hooter over at Harvell's in Long Beach on December 11th. For the holiday extravaganza, which is gonna be ridiculous. Dude, yes, Carvel's in Long Beach, 8:30 on the 11th. Gina is at the Levity Live in Oxnard all weekend long. Get tickets at levitylive.com, Oxnard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Gina, I love you.
I love you guys too. I'm gonna.